Well, I spent 20 years in the Army. Well, last 5 years I was a recruiter here in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And before that I was a career counselor for about 6 years. I retired in '78, went into the police department and got my back broken and retired from that. I seen it advertised on TV. I called them and they sent a guy out and he told me that my unit was totally shot. He said I need a new air compressor and this and that. So I said, we have to replace it. We've got to have air. So that's where it started. So what happened was he installed a new unit and something happened to it, so they had to replace that. So they replaced that, and then they said, well, we can't have the one in the hallway because it don't match up with the unit on top now. So we got to get a new unit in the hallway to match up with the unit on the top. So we had to go that route. The whole thing was just a mess from the get-go. I don't know how to say it any other way. I mean, everything was installed wrong. They put the new unit on the roof up there and they burnt that up and they had to take it back to the factory and get another unit. And when they brought that unit in, he said, well, these units don't match up with the units you have downstairs. You have to have a new unit down there. And after they installed everything, which really looked like a mess, then it didn't seem like it was working right. So I called the wife called the guy back up, and they didn't give us a good enough answer, so I called him back and he said, well, we don't do air conditioning anymore. $7,000, I'm gonna say close to $8,000 for a hack job. I guess you could call it a hack job. It wasn't very much of a job at all, really. First of all, they had 3 different guys come out. The first one that came out says that the unit is not their responsibility, so I couldn't, they wouldn't work on it. So then, after that, we called the company up again, and they sent another cool air out. And then after he's the one that come out at nighttime and checked it, and says that we had the leak and all this. And then 2 or 3 days later, he come back again and told me everything's fine, which it wasn't. So then I called the warranty people. And the warranty people referred me to your company. And we've been happy ever since. Your technician come out and he says everything's just a shambles. It would never pass inspection because it's unsafe to live in, because all the electrical and everything was just all screwed up in it. I would definitely want to thank TNA Cooling, and on behalf of my wife and I, we want you to know that we really appreciate all you've done for us. I called the warranty people up and thanked them for referring you, and told them that it was the greatest thing that ever happened to me, and I think every individual on your staff is pros.